Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you for joining me again today. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK, and once a month with some of my fellow UK demos we like to get together and do a little video hop for the Stamp Around UK video hop. And so this is my video for this month. Our theme for this month is weddings, and I have made this rather pretty white on white card using some of the products that will be retiring very soon, and some that will be carrying on into June, and some that will be carrying on, one that will be carrying on after June. It's a bit of a flux situation at the minute. We've got a catalogue retiring at the beginning of May, and then another one retiring at the end of June. So we've got a lot of products that aren't going to be around for too much longer. Anyway, this was my card. I'm going to quickly show you how I made it. So I'm starting with basic white, one of our thick sheets of basic white. I've cut it in half. So it was an A4 sheet. I've cut it in half, and I have scored halfway. And then I've got a panel that I've already embossed with the Tasteful Texture embossing folder. This is one that I'm going to really miss. This is going to be retiring in a few days, and I'm really going to miss it. I love it. I really love being able to use that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down so that it's just 1/2 centimetre smaller than my card blank, which means there'd be 2.5mm border all the way around. So I'm going to grab my trimmer. She says, there it is. And I'm going to cut this down to 10 because my card is 10.5 wide. So I'm going to cut it down to 10. And then the other way I'm going to cut it down to 14 because my card is 14.5. And then I'm just going to stick that panel straight onto my card blank. I'm just going to burnish that a bit more to get that to lay a bit flatter. That's better. So a little bit of Tombow on the back here. Don't know what I've got on the back of this card. It's a bit mucky, but it's all right. It's not going to be seen. Plenty of Tombow, and then layer that on. So you'll have a small border all the way around. So try and make sure that it's equidistant, and try and make sure that your panel is straight. And then for the words wedding, I've cut them with the Playful Alphabet. So we've got these Playful Alphabet dies. Again, these are going to be retiring, so I'm really going to miss these as well. Really sad about that. And I've already cut out the letters I need because I didn't want to be die cutting too much on screen. It's not exactly the most exciting thing to watch. So I've got all the letters I need for wedding, and I've just left one of them to show you how I added dimension to them. Now, of course, you could cut them out using our 3D foam. I find that sometimes it's quite a struggle to get that through the die cutter. So I tend to do this method quite a lot instead. So just take, any of your small dimensionals, you'll have quite a wide strip around the edge that you can cut to any length or diameter or width you want. So I'm just going to cut a very thin strip, and then I'm going to cut that into 2 or 3 pieces. And then I'm just going to take some tweezers, and so I'm just doing the W here. Like I said, I've already mounted the tape onto the other letters. So just take, oops, wants to jump away, like so, and then this bit can go a little bit too long. I'm just going to trim that off just a tad. Now I don't know where the sticky bit is. Is it there? Yeah, that's it. Right, and you don't need one on the other side, that will hold up well enough. Now, the other trick to doing this is you want to get the letters centralised for a wedding, and I worked out that it's the centre strip of the D that is the centre part. So if you measure your card, so this measures 14.5, so I'm going to do a slight pencil mark very light pencil mark at 7 1/4, which will tell me that's the centre of my card. And then I'm just going to take a bit of post-it tape. Just want to see where I want to put this. Yeah, oh no, that's all right. Yeah, so I'm going to take off the backing of the D. So just remove all the little bits of backing. It is much easier with tweezers doing this, a little bit fiddly otherwise. And then just cover up your pencil mark. And then once you put that one down, you can use a little bit of post-it tape or something similar, washi tape or whatever, just to give you a straight line to add all the other letters. So I've got the other D here. So haven't really got any very wedding-y resources in my product stash at the moment. I had a look through, couldn't really find anything that I thought was very relevant for weddings. So I resorted to an old favourite of doing white on white, which I do love. I'm going to change it up a little bit on this one though. I'm not going to use all white. I'm going to do the hearts in gold, or some of the hearts in gold, just to change it up a little and see what that looks like. I do try to change. I usually do a prototype where I just have the photos and then I do the actual project on video, and I usually change it up so that I've got two similar but different projects. There we go. So there we are. And then an E, so it's quite quick to do once you've got these. It does take a little bit of time to get the dimensional tape mounted on these, but once it's on, it's quite quick to mount these. And because I have measured before, it should be fairly central. I'm hoping it will be fairly central. It doesn't look very central at the minute, but then the W takes up a lot of space. Just wondering if I did the right D. I'm hoping I did. There we go. Now does that look centred? Oops. So I get that straight. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it does look centred. It's amazing how different it looks now that you've got the W in there. And then I've already die cut, and I'm going to show you what I die cut them from. Die cut them from this set, which is Sweet Talk. This is called Sweet Conversations, and I think the dies, oh, I can't remember what the dies are called on their own. They're in the Spring Mini catalogue. I will put them on my blog and on the below this post so you can click through. And I just use this die to cut out 6 hearts all at the same time, which is a really quick way of doing it. And you get the border bit as well, which I didn't have a use for at the time, but I might find it useful. So we're just going to take some hearts. Like I say, I'm using gold as well as white this time, so just going to change it up a little. So I'm going to put that one there. And again, I've just put either a little bit of dimensional foam on the back of these, or I've put a dimensional. So I've either cut up the bit of the edges or I've put an actual dimension on. So I'm just trying to use up those edges. Do that one and that way. So just placing these randomly over my background. What do you think? What are you thinking about the gold? Are we liking it? Might do that one up there actually. I'll do it that way around. I might do another white one, so we'll just mix it up a bit. We'll have 2 white ones together and a gold just to mix it up a little bit. There we go. Glad to say that my mojo seems to have made a return, which is always good news. Right, okay, now we're going to do the bottom as well. I'm not going to do any too close to the wedding because I want to actually add the congratulations, which we'll do in a minute. So let's just do one there. did prepare quite a bit of this before I came on camera, because I know you've got a lot of videos to watch on this hop, and I didn't want to be taking hours for you to look through. It's nice when the videos are quite quick to look through. There we go. Down here. There we go. Might not use all these hearts up. Just use as many as I need. Probably did a few too many. There we go. Got 3 more gold and 2 more white left. It's interesting. I thought I'd done the same number of each. There we go. We might not need all of them though. There we go. I think that's all I'm going to put on there. Got a couple of more gold ones there should I need them. Right, and then very, very quickly to finish, we're just going to do the congratulations, which is a really nice little stamp from the hand penned petals set. It's just this little congratulations down here. So I'm just going to take my embossing buddy. And then my stamp and my Versamark, if I can reach it. Stamp that quite near the bottom so that I don't have to cut that bit if I can help it. There we go. And then just some gold embossing powder. Find this way the least messy way to do embossing. Don't need bits of paper to scooch it back into a pot or anything. Right, and then we're just going to melt this with our heat gun. So sorry, a bit noisy for a moment. There we go. And then we just need to trim that. I'm actually going to just trim it with scissors, I think. I'm going to trim this side. I'm going to trim the 2 sides with scissors, and I might just trim the top off on my trimmer. Like so. Go, and then just going to glue that on so that it says wedding congratulations. So like I say, a lot of these projects I'm going to really miss. This the sweet conversation set and the dies is really the only thing with hearts in that I've got at the moment. So if I need anything else, I don't know quite what I'm going to use. That goes there, and we are done. Move them out to the side, and there we have our 2 wedding cards, one in all white with a dash of silver and one just a little bit of gold just to lighten it up. Wonder what you think of my cards. Hope you like them. Hope you'll come back soon to see another tutorial, but that's it from me today. Do keep hopping around all the other links on the blog, on the video hop. They're all listed below in the description bar, so you can just hop around all the links. Hope you've made a cuppa and just have a nice time watching all these videos. Bye for now.